Greetings, adventurers. This is DM Kurt. So, Halloween is upon us, and while I don't intend on running any Halloween one-shots, I do intend on including Undead in one of my next campaigns. And I want to do something a little bit different. And I just thought I'd share, maybe give you all some ideas. So, ghosts. What do you do with a ghost? You have this one ghost that's just gonna, be like, get out, and trying to scare the party away from something, all, Scooby-Doo like. That's one way to run it. But I'm gonna have a place where the players are investigating what used to be the scene of a tragedy, and they have to find out what's going on there. So the ghosts that are going to be there, the haunting, is going to be of the former residents, victims of a tragedy. So I think that what the ghost used to be when they were a living person should kind of maybe have something to do with how they behave in the afterlife. So, for example, these ghosts are going to see the adventurers. They're going to identify that these adventurers are the living. They are possibly their hope, as they've been trapped in this place with the overwhelming fear and dread and just overall sadness. And they're hoping that the adventurers are their saviors. So they're going to be drawn to them. And being undead, they're also going to kind of instinctually be drawn to the living like moths to a flame. So like the first encounter will be of a young girl who sees the adventurers and runs towards them calling, "Help, help, I can't find my parents, I can't find my parents. Can you help me?" And she's running towards the party, and she's going to try to, kind of grasp and hug one of the characters. Well, this is not a hostile encounter exactly, because this is a creature, or this is a former person seeking help, but being a ghost, a creature of undeath. When it encounters and grasps onto the living character, it's going to energy drain them. Now, they are going to suffer that effect. And as that life force is transferred, then the ghost will dissipate. So in a way, they're kind of kamikazes there, right? So the party's going to be at a quandary going, well, we want to help these people, but we can't touch them. We can't go anywhere near them. And there's so many of them that they could swarm us and they could kill us. This is going to be a threat. So I just thought that'd be a different take. They're also likely to find an NPC that I'm going to plant there who is cursed by the big bad evil guy. He is cursed to stay there, to always be there, to always run the inn or whatever it is I'm locating him at. And he's going to be useful as an info dump by the DM, but he wasn't cursed for eternal life. He was just cursed to be there. So he's going to be basically in a zombified body, just this cursed villager who died but didn't truly die, and he's bound to the place. So that's another way of doing it. You're not using this zombie as a creature that tries to eat their brains, claw, claw, bite, claw, claw, bite. This is just going to be somebody with a curse, and it's up to them what they want to do with that. And I'm not trying to make the undead into cute, cuddly, or necessarily positive things, because this zombified villager is not the last thing. The last thing are Wights. Wights. In some of the earlier editions of D&D, they had artwork that just made them look like, okay, this is another claw bite thing that bears its ghoulish fangs at you and runs at you and tries to kill you. Okay, jumps up out of a tomb, run at you, try to kill you. Well, and they have the ability to make more of themselves from the living. Well, what I plan on doing is that some exiled criminal or criminals from the kingdom, they died, they had unfinished business, much like a revenant, and got up as a wight, and out of sheer hatred for the kingdom that had exiled them, they make more of their own kind from other exiled criminals and anyone they could kidnap. And eventually, what you're going to have is basically a parallel kingdom or city made up of these spiteful, evil creatures that have had centuries to plan, to expand their numbers, to maybe make allies with orcs or goblins or such. And because they are intelligent and they retain some of their skills from previous lives, they could have built a city. They could have become excellent craftsmen and maybe traded quality weapons to the orcs and goblins in exchange for the orcs and goblins doing their bidding and bringing them more bodies to expand their kingdom with. And this is going to be sort of the end. This is going to be a big part of the end game. So we're going to end up with that particular take on wights. So those are 3 different ideas for doing something with undead other than just claw bite. Drain level, claw bite. Hope this is of some use to y'all. DM Kurt out. If you want to support me, there's going to be a link for dice with a little discount code that'll help you save a couple bucks, and it'll throw a buck my way. But thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and all that other good stuff. DM Kurt out.